This place used to be a concrete jungle. The children used to play just with chalk and hopscotch and all those sort of things. It was becoming more evident that we needed to do something as far as the environment goes. A lot of the children went along to the climate change protests and we allowed them to go with their parents. But we got talking about that and I said to the kids, well, if we don't teach and live what you're protesting about, then what's the use of going and protesting? So that's when we really started the environmental group. They do all the investigation, they do all the research, and then they present it to either the Board of Trustees and the rest of the school via assemblies. They go to classes.
A lot of prep plans yet to be accomplished.
They initiated getting the chickens and the composting, what we've grown in the gardens, getting a recycling bin from the council.
Since we only have a community recycling bin and would like to have our very own one for the school, we wrote this letter a few weeks back to send to the Auckland Council.
But it runs right through the school. Today, the apricot tree needed to be pruned, so they researched of how you prune an apricot tree.
Well done.
And the other group have been learning about propagation.
So this is science in action as well as propagating plants. We've actually done some pre-tests, see what the best germination was for them. Our white one's looking very healthy against our control at the far end there. Move round, pocket the next one.
Why am I being the Spider-Man?
Yep. And why are we growing in paper? Why is that our growing medium?
Because it soaks up a lot of water.
It soaks up the water and it's soft and it will get you warm.
They decided that they also needed a shade house.
223.
And so when the children are doing project-based work, whether it's in science or building something, they had to use their maths, they had to measure, they had to get it right, and they had to construct it properly. Engineering comes into that as well.
We should have written it down.
The children and the staff realise that numeracy and literacy need to be strong and taught well in school because that's the base of them learning other subject and curriculum areas.
Every 15 centimetres?
Okay.
What I think has been really exciting, and with this project, this environmental project, is actually the schooling becoming more committed to Te Ao Māori and to bringing Te Reo into the school, and how that's incorporated again into the environment is really important and special, and that's kind of that kaitiakitanga kind of connection with Judaism and some of the values around guardianship of the environment.
And we try and include that, especially with the planting. We teach about the Jewish calendar, the lunar moon, which is very similar to the Māori calendar, so we kind of integrate it through our lessons.
Te Kona Lam is saving the world, loosely means saving the world.
How we are fixing the world. We're helping.
Right now the kids are focusing on humanitarian in class. They're doing their project donating to Kids Can.
Good, yeah. And
we showed them a Kids Can video about how the lack of food, being cold, sleeping in damp houses can cause kids to not learn as they should be. So we gave them a budget working on the benefit, and from that budget they took expenses like water, electricity, and then with the leftover money for food, they went on a supermarket website and had to shop for their family.
Some people take it for granted for having all this stuff, but the other people don't. And also the food is extremely expensive. I always thought it was so cheap.
Yeah.
We reach out to people that are less fortunate than ourselves, and that is a thread in our school all the way through from juniors to senior. And the older children made soup using the vegetables from our gardens, and they fed the homeless community in K Road and also fed our school as well and earned money to give to the city mission.
We really appreciate all of the hard work that you've put into the fundraising. We give out about 900 food parcels every single week, and we can only do that because people like you are supporting us in the community. So thank you.
The Torah, the Old Testament, has a lot about environmental issues. We should look after our environment and we should look after our trees. So right from the first Jews in Israel, we were taught to be environmentalists, and that continues through our teachings and to children today. How do you measure it? The enthusiasm the children have, the knowledge the children have, the thirst of how they want to investigate more things about the environment and society and how they can help them. It's just there every single day in our school life. The whole school and school community and me personally are incredibly proud of what we've done.